This is Ilios. I mean, I know she's out of the meta. Are we seeing Pharah coming back?
No.
No. Oh.
I think.
What about on that point, like on that one point where Pharah is just so good?
Is it this point or the well?
It's no.
The well?
Yeah, I think it's the well. It's with the where you can like perch yourself on the first floor.
Oh, so that's actually the well is the one with the big hole in the middle.
Yeah. So not the well.
Well, she has a couple of good perches there. Anyway, we're out the gates now. Everything is going crazy. I don't expect to see a Pharah just because, again, Genji and Zen are both pretty good at dealing with Pharah. The fact that she's just up there floating around, he can dash through, Zen can just lob orbs at her constantly. McCree, of course, with that increased damage. Yeah, all the characters that are good now, Pharah doesn't really like any of them. So even though it's not Widow and Soldier, there's still, you know, it can be tough to deal with them.
That's a good
especially,
point. We haven't talked about Soldier being the other casualty of the current meta.
Oh, he's gone. If you've got a McCree, you don't need a Soldier. If you've got a Diva defensive matrix, you don't need Biotic Field. Like, he's basically been just usurped by a new combination more so than a new character. So even though Ana is the new character, she's not really making waves at all compared to Zen and Diva re-emerging. Shadowburn's got his sword out now, gets a kill on Sita very easily there, and Weunited off to a hot start again. Their King of the Hill maps definitely are impressive.
Yeah, their individual skill and just the way they're able to combine to split up a team are very, very strong points against SG-1 right now. SG-1, of course, incredibly skilled themselves, but I just love the way that players like Shadowburn have basically been able to divide and conquer. That feels like the magic bullet that SG-1 have only been slightly lacking on the King of the Hill maps, but of course, enough to make a difference. And oh god...
Also,
oh god.
Oh, yep. Ult's just coming out everywhere. Himsy has his sword out into the Graviton Surge, which of course is just going to put a boatload of damage out onto the field. Too easy getting a couple of kills, though, while staying at distance. He actually forces the Transcendence out before going down. Shadowburn last man standing once again, as he tends to be, as that super survivable Genji. But they are going to flip the point. 72% for Weunited now on the board for SG-1 at 5%. Will they be able to hang on?
I just saw that really awkward moment as Himsy, where he took like 6 bladed shots at Zarya, and then Zarya was basically at 5 hit points, and you go, well, actually, I'm just going to put my sword away now and die while I'm putting it away. And we now have the retake coming on in from Weunited. Forsaken is actually doing an incredible amount of damage on Winston, and crucially, he picks off Himsy as well, allowing them to, frankly, get a very, very quick retake here. And at 82% on the board, Forsaken can almost just jump into the middle and guarantee an overtime.
Yeah, Forsaken on that Winston doing a lot of damage to Himsy specifically. No divas in play on either side. Here we go. Looks like Mafu is actually going to be... No, that is Forsaken using his Winston ult. He is smacking them all around. They are at their 99% now, so if they manage to get the wipe... However, they have lost a lot of their damage dealers now. Shadowburn and Too Easy both down. Forsaken getting absolutely surrounded on the point. Vainless and Zoms off on their own, not able to keep anything. They are, you know, basically stalling. Now that they're dead, they can regroup one more flip and they will be able to take the point, but can they get it? I don't see Shadowburn or Too Easy ult available. It looks like the defense actually has the majority of the firepower for this next push.
Exactly right. 5 ultimates out of 6 for the defense, 0 ultimates out of 6 for the offense, but they only need to flip it basically for 5 seconds and get rid of an overtime. That might be a big ask right now, though. Here comes Himsy. There's the sound barrier, and all of the cards being played are in favor of defense. This will at least give Weunited one more shot of retaking if all the ults get used now.
Yeah, they only used 2 though. So
Awkward.
Really good.
Maybe not.
Control, yeah. It was enough, actually, just for Himsy to use his sword and the tanks to flank. So again, that rock in a hard place kind of thing, running from the Genji sword into the Zarya and Winston. No one was really able to survive that, and really good coordination.
Shadowburn Too Easy will have 2 ults available, and in combination with Vainless, you could argue if I only pick 3 heroes to have those ults, that's not too bad. Here we go. Everything going down at once.
Look at that, though. It was actually Vainless who died well before even dropping the beat. So
that was Zappis,
basically,
wasn't it? Deadeye.
Yeah, removed their opportunity of actually trying to take the point. They have one more shot. Sita Veinless does still have his Lucio ult, but can they get there in time? That is the only question. I don't think so, actually, now that the defense has pushed up so far. Too Easy's going to make a sprint for it. Who actually got in there? Zoms? No, it is actually Forsaken. He uses the Winston ult. Perfect timing to get that extra jump. They actually got 3 kills on the way in as well. Zapacita and Fraggy all down. Shadowburn trying to get the kill on Kynel does actually secure it. Himsy jumping around as long as he can to just keep it from flipping. It's 99 to 99, but Weunited, clutch retake, managed to get 3 kills on the way in, and that was all they needed.
Wow, and despite Mafu able to stay alive so long on the Winston, like you say, the beginning of that final battle was absolute clutch. They got wiped 2 or 3 times before we were like, well, actually, yeah, we'll just take it on the last one. Let's keep people guessing. Very nice.
Shadowburn showing why he made the investment on the Genji weapons for his first 300 ranked wins. I'm at something like 112 or 115, and it feels like I've been playing so much every day, so the fact that he's got over 300 wins already is pretty crazy.
And here we go. This is, or I guess this used to be Farah Point, the lighthouse, as Thundaga correctly points out.
Yeah, but this is the well. This is not the lighthouse.
Oh, you know what? I was looking out and I saw the windmill and I thought it was the lighthouse.
Wrong. No, the lighthouse actually is the covered point. But this is another big wide open one. I actually really like Farah for this region. Those big blue fences that you see surrounding the point, you can actually stand just on the other side of that as Farah and do a ridiculous amount of damage just shooting across at the enemy team. And if someone does come to jump at you, just leap away. So Farah actually does come into play sometimes here. But as we've seen today, King of the Hill, the composition is down, man. They got it. It's definitely Zen Genji, Lucio Zarya, and either Winston or Diva plus a McCree is essentially all we've seen out of both squads, and it's working like crazy for both of them. Really good synergies.
Zenji is back with a vengeance, that is for sure. Clock just waiting for the rest of the team to combine before they go ahead and attempt to grab the point. And right now we have SG-1, first players on the point, currently on about 15% and counting, but let's see what can happen here. We have High Noon to start things off. Zappis immediately expending it, but not able to get any kills.
Yeah, Himsy getting a kill on Zoms very early is going to be a great pickup for SG-1. Shadowburn gets the kill on Zenyatta, so the support's lacking a little bit for the side of SG-1. Maybe Weunited can turn this around into a point flip. Yeah, Froggy's going to get surrounded. Just Himsy kind of escaping there on the Genji now, but Weunited flips the point with only 35% for SG-1. Pretty quick retake still overall. Not too scared for them, as they are trying to basically seal the deal and finish this series 4-2 if they can. Yes,
that would be obviously much better for them. They don't want to have to go all the way to a 0.7. Here comes Too Easy with the ultimate. He gets a couple of shots off, but it doesn't look like any of them connect to a kill. Shadowburn gets taken out now as well, and he had his sword available, so Himsy, in the meantime, still alive, still on the point, and targeting down Winston will get Forsaken, and this should mean that SG-1 will recapture.
Yeah, right at exactly 35%. They managed to swap hands once again. So every 35%, we've changed hands. Clock and Zoms heading for the high ground here as the DPS, Too Easy and Shadowburn also get us started here. Using the shield that quickly by Mafu could actually come back to bite him in the butt. We'll see as the engagement happens here. Sound barrier is out. We got the Graviton Surge catching 4 members of Weunited. That's really bad. They're going to get melted down so quickly. Oh man, that was a brutal Graviton Surge. No way they managed to get anything here. Good stuff from SG-1.
Yep, and the point is painted completely blue. SG-1 taking it down. They've got 3 ultimates available with a 4th very shortly available on Kynel as well. So they've got that advantage for the next team fight. Zoms and Clocks both with ultimates, and Forsaken should have his by the time we actually have the next team fight as well. But the cards are firmly in SG-1's favor.
Here we go, initiating Forsaken again. We've got a sword out for Himsy, looking for some targets. Does find Shadowburn very quickly. That's a great pickup as Shadowburn was approaching his ult as well. And it looks like, again, easy cleanup for SG-1. They should actually be able to retain this point long enough to keep it from flipping, as it's just Winston who's about halfway dead. There he is now, finished off 99%. Overtime started, though. Shadowburn taking advantage of that overtime, getting in there, but of course the laser beams go right through that deflect. Veinless trying to extend it. We've got Clock in here now as the Tracer going to go down. Too Easy looking for a Deadeye, but it's all over for this round as the Winston just leaps past him off the cliff. Easily worth.
Himsy there, I mean, if you said, well, I'll sacrifice myself, but every single time I do it, I take out Lucio and Genji. Yeah, you're going to say yes pretty much every time. So that was very, very well played there. And does mean that there basically was no momentum on the side of Weunited after that. So this is a best of 5 on Ilios, ladies and gentlemen. The scores are currently tied 1-1. Whoever wins 2 more of these control points on this King of the Hill map will take the map score. And of course, Weunited currently playing for all the marbles and to try and win the series outright by a scoreline of 4-2.
Can they do it? SG-1 just needs to battle back. They showed some signs of life there, and the well, didn't see too many boops, actually. Not a single boop into the well like we forecasted, but we are on the lighthouse now, finally.
Sad about that.
These are the Farah perches you were talking about, the balconies that shoot into the point. So they are pretty nice as well. Genji immediately dying. Shadowburn getting picked off. Nice shot from Zappis. Looks like we've got casualties on both sides, though. It's just going back and forth, back and forth. 3 on each side, now 2 on each side. Trying to finish the fight. Who's going to come out on top? It looks like Vainless and Zoms are going to come out on top. If they can finish this Zenyatta, they should be able to grab that point for free. Zoms is actually like the last survivor.
Wow.
As Shadowburn actually got all the way back to the fight while they were still going.
We're looking for jumps from Forsaken here, just clearing off the railings and looking for opportunities to pop in and defend. So Weunited first team on the point here as we are looking for the recapture from SG-1. Mafu taking a lot of the damage in the Vanguard and doing a good job with the Tesla Cannon, picking off 3 people at once actually, and Zom's going down in addition to Clock maybe? No, Vainless takes him out first.
He was all surrounded there. We got Zenyatta falling in the corner inside that health pack room. Fraggy now with the Discord is not going to last long either. 30% now for Weunited, and SG-1 has to completely regroup, wait for their healers, wait for their Zarya, and try to make something happen. That percentage is likely going to get up to about 50% before anything even can be flipped. So what's going on here? Oh, okay, I heard some Genji noises. He's actually just breaking some railings. He's getting super angry at them and just screaming at those railings, but all is well.
It's the one thing everyone hates that will never get buffed.
Hopefully.
Oh, there's a huge... Oh my god, that actually catches about 5 people on the side of Weunited, and 2 actually go down for each team. There's a little bit of a fair fight, but here comes Himsy with the Sushi Blade. Shadowburn following up as well with a sword of his own. He's a little bit further away from the action, though, and definitely needs to warp in. He gets Kai now, looking for other people on the point. Primal Rage means there's a little bit more hit points to work with, but he still managed to pick up Sato anyway. Still got Mafu on the point there, trying to get him off, keeping this for Weunited. Can he
so
do it?
Low. Shadowburn had just one little square of HP. He actually took time to even go grab that small health pack on the back and come back to the fight to challenge Winston, and it paid off as they did manage to retain the point. Now, Fraggy actually gets the final kill there on Shadowburn, but it did slow them down enough that they're going to have to wait to regroup, and that percentage is getting ever higher, 90% now. We're going to see one more big clash, most likely with some ults flying out, unless Weunited stays in the face well enough. Yeah, it's really hard to contain a Winston. We can just leap over you. He's already contesting now, trying to flip it. We got a kill out of Fraggy and Himsy, so Weunited down to only 2 members, Vainless and Shadowburn. Shadowburn trying to do his best, of course. He's fully surrounded. Nobody can last long, not even a Genji with Deflect, as those lasers cut right through him. So 99% flip, good job from SG-1. All it will take is 1 flip from Weunited to seal the deal, though.
Surely not. Surely not, Joshy. Not like this.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Well, yeah.
Like
End of
this.
conversation. Exactly like this. What are we talking about? Are we going to see this go up to 99.99? That would actually be quite the treat. But Weunited need to flip this once. Vainless and Clock going down, though. Those 2 support players dying in the early part of the engagement. Not really what you wanted at all. No,
the Graviton Surge grabbed basically everybody, and we're just getting that annoying ticking beeping sound now because they're at 99%. That's always so distracting. I'm like, what's going on? Why is it sound different? But anyway, we got everybody running up the street now on the side of Weunited. Too easy opting for the high ground as that McCree could come into play. I do not see a Graviton Surge from Zom, so they're going to have to engage old school style, just immediately jumping on that Winston, trying to power him down with the Discord Orb. But he stays alive. Zappis goes down first, followed by Vainless. So a little awkward engagement here. Too easy gets 2 kills, though, with the Deadeye. Nice positioning there. Manages to keep him alive, and I think they should be able to flip it. Sita gives them a little bit of a time extension with that sound barrier, but that's not going to work out for too long. Everyone just turning on the Lucio, trying to take him out. Contesting the point still is that Lucio. He's going to go down finally. Overtime ticking down. Who's going to extend it? Mafu's trying to get in there. He's got the Discord Orb, so won't last long. Too easy with another Deadeye. That's 2-in-1 engagement, basically allowing him to zone, and they will get this point. Lighthouse sealed up for Weunited.
I was a little interested to see what they did there, because only Clock had an ultimate available moving into that last engagement, right? And I thought, well, if you pop the Transcendence now and you don't take it, you're going to have the ultimate disadvantage forever and a day. This is really, really risky. And I was prepared to say how risky it was. And then, with like 1 ult versus 3 or whatever it was, they were like, yeah, it's fine. We've got this anyway.
Not risky.
No. Easy peasy. Safe as houses. So, very well played there. I'm very impressed. That I saw that potentially going wrong. And, yeah. That was very well played. Apparently it was too easy to score a basket before and they had to nerf it. I haven't seen a basket scored today yet.
I've made 2 in my life.
You've made 2?
Yeah, in the whole lifespan of this game. But it's funny you say safe as houses, because I just watched The Big Short 2 nights ago on Netflix, and it's all
such a good film.
All about safe houses, essentially. All right, so we're leaping in engagement with the Zarya and the Winston. Mafu immediately dies. Sita and Zappas follow suit.
Yeah, Mafu off the edge, basically, in the first couple of seconds of that engagement. Little bit of a mistake. And that is going to allow Weunited to storm all over this point.
Yeah, hopefully that mistake doesn't cost them the game. What literally happened, because I didn't see it?
Mafu basically ran into Zarya and then walked backwards off the edge of the cliff. Ew. Now, he didn't die for like 4 seconds later because he was falling, so it looked like he died at the same time as everyone else. But he was out of the fight so soon.
Poor Mafu.
Yeah, man.
Gorilla's brains are not the size of human brains, even though they're larger creatures. Actually, the future might be different since they speak English and everything now. But Clock is going to get snapped down. This is actually going SG-1's way just because Weunited was pushed up so far. They did not fall back appropriately, and they paid the price. Zappa's actually getting a ton of damage out. Yeah. They're going to flip that point.
You what, mate? How on earth did that happen?
Just out of position. The healers were not able to heal.
Wow.
Everyone was just kind of flooding in past all these obstacles. Line of sight and orbs just were not staying on their targets. So
you say overconfidence? Dear, oh dear. That was maybe a little bit careless on the part of Weunited, who are... Although, we have the treat of now watching them retake the point. Shadowburn. He's found Lucio. Lucio has Discord Orb. He's running away as quickly as he can to try and isolate Genji from the rest of the team. Very smart. Kainel does get taken out, though. And Zenyatta, a very, very powerful character in these kind of team engagements. And Sata does have to come back, and he does get taken. So Weunited are actually going to contest it. They're back up. 32 apiece. It was 35 last time. These guys are pretty consistent.
yeah, that's true. The timing is very consistent across the board here, and the run back actually I think might be the only difference. That's why it's 35 or 33. But here we go. SG-1 trying to trickle back in now. Actually now as a group speed boosting over on the ledge side. There's a sound barrier. We got High Noon coming out. We got Graviton Surges. We got the whole smorgasbord of ultimates for you guys. Just bring everybody together there in the end. But Fraggy and Zappas get the first couple of kills. Shadowburn trying to do what he can to retain their control on the point. 60% for Weunited. We got a Forsaken ultimate. Primal Rage for the Winston, giving him 1,000 HP. Trying to stay alive. Keep that point just ticking up percentage in their favor. If you know you're surrounded, if you know you're going to die, try to get some kills. Try and get as much percent as you can anyway. And it looks like Forsaken and Shadowburn is up.
Oh my god. Watch out, guys. It's Shadowburn on under 50 hit points. I hear that makes him dangerous. Because that's exactly what just happened. He started that on 32 hit points and went, yeah, I'm just going to get a double kill and go heal up. Yeah, fair enough. This guy.
Works out. We've got the sword out for Himsy. Finds a quick kill onto Clock. 2EZ's down now as well, so no real damage available. Shadowburn already being dead. Forsaken does not have his ult again to extend once more, so they are going to get up to 90 plus, basically in that one flip territory where they can try and win the map here. 3 rounds to 1. All they need is that. Yeah, all they need is that one big oppressive push. If they can get it to happen, 2EZ has the Deadeye to initiate with.
I would love to see a push that we can legitimately describe as oppressive. That would be strong at this point. Here comes Forsaken with the initiation on Winston. He spots the Deadeye, pops his bubble, and goes, hi Zappis, bye Zappis. Very effective start to the engagement there, and absolutely no damage done by McCree.
I heard Clock's Zenyatta falling voice. I don't know exactly what happened.
Oh no, he did. He fell off the map.
Zoms and Forsaken, both tanks for Weunited, still firmly in place, trying to flip this over. They get the kill on Genji. Oh no, actually they don't. Himsy's still standing, dueling against Shadowburn. We got a Genji battle in the air. Shadowburn has a lot less to work against, though, and his sword is going to win out, as Winston and Genji are the last two to fall. Zappis there off on his own now. Actually, no, we've got Kynel as well falling. So it was a buddy system at least, but the 99%. Overtime is ticking down. Fraggy did even touch it. Yes, he did, but is it enough? Sita gets on the point, and now I think it's a foregone conclusion. Weunited.
Oh!
No! Mafu jumping in, but has nothing to follow with. Himsy trying to deflect, but every person who comes in just catches the Discord orb and immediately gets flattened. GG's. Weunited are our Watch champions. Excellent series all around. Everyone did so well. Zom says, I can buy a Smurf now. He's going to take his prize money straight to Blizzard and say, give me another copy of Overwatch.
Brilliant.
Really great series.
I want a collector's edition. I want, like, the artwork and stuff. Oh my god.
Yes.
Left click has never been so satisfying.
He said,